Hello, Cancer. This is Solomon. I want to welcome you to your monthly reading for the month of April of 2017. So these are love energy readings, but they are also general as well. My primary focus is love, but many people go through many different things and situations, all right? So these are your emotions, all right, to start out the month and what you may be going through throughout the month. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Wands is there. The Three of Cups is in reverse. And Temperance is in reverse as a major arcana. And the clarifying card there is the Knight of Swords. So clearly it looks like some financial worries, financial losses with you and maybe your partner, or even if you are by yourself right now, there seems to be some issues that are going on around the home. And this could lead to kind of going out and partying, because you are depressed or sad or angry in some kind of way. This could have been the loss of a home through some kind of legal matters or conjunction with someone that you could have been with, even a family member. You could be around them or even living with them right now, and they may not be holding up their end financially in some way. And I do feel like a story here that's coming to me in a sense is that some of you, because your relationship may not be happy right now, or you may not be getting along with your partner, there's a third party involved in the situation that's kind of coming in to kind of flirt with you or your partner in some way. And there could be some kind of infidelity going on in the situation. That's what it looks like to me. Some kind of lust factors, someone getting caught in a situation, but maybe not so. Now, when I mention this, I don't want to alarm you all to kind of jump to that conclusion and go rush into your partner to kind of draw up that situation. But, I have to put out the energy that's there to me. So some of you could have experienced this kind of energy, leading into April, and now you're kind of chasing this person away, or vice versa, or kind of losing your temper and cool and wanting to argue or fight or whatever this may be around the home, which is leading to that kind of drinking. And for some of you, you could be drinking, if you're single or even in a relationship, you've been drinking or something like that. And intoxication led to sexual temptation or desire, and could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Doesn't have to be these energies or these people, but I do feel like, you are intimate with someone and then they run away, or they go do something else, or this is someone from your past. You kind of make up with them, talk to them in some way, and then they're back to doing what they've done again, and kind of leaving you at home with the kids or by yourself in some way where things are not stable. And then you lose your cool and temper with them, and maybe you're not able to express this to anyone else because you're kind of embarrassed because you gave into the temptation. You gave into that energy of letting this person back in because of that desire for a connection that's so strong. And maybe there are different suitors that some of you are kind of talking to in a way, and just be mindful, because someone could get caught, if there's any kind of deception or someone being deceived, because that's not a good thing to be getting into or involved in. You can date as many people as you want, but just be aware and let the other person know, or people involved, that you are aware of that, being single, so you can kind of flirt or talk to who if you want to. But if you are intimate with someone and you're knowingly doing it, or vice versa, while they're married or in a relationship, that's not cool, because that can lead to so many different things on a negative scale that that's not worthy of your time or energy in some way. So that's what I kind of do see here. Someone that's kind of, there's some drama or something that could be happening, or just some anger from within you that could be going on because of financial matters. Or maybe your partner is just not getting themselves together. Could be your friend or family member, whoever it may be. There's some drama here. And this could be also in the work environment as well. There could be some issues going on. Maybe you have some kind of linkage with or romantic connection to a partner, in the workplace. So these are some kind of energies that are going on emotionally for a lot of you, all right? And look at this, the Tower is coming in as advice. So before I let you know what these cards are, it's like the Tower is saying something is possibly going to happen, and when it does, allow it to, allow this energy to take place because it's possibly needing to. And it's like, so you have the Tower as a major arcana that's there. You have the 10 of Wands, the nine of Swords, 2 of Swords in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and then the 2 of Cups in reverse. 2 major arcanas there. Now, when I was shuffling these cards, I try to pull out just 4 or more, but I was shuffling these cards and they all wanted to pop out, so I just lay these out for you because there's something going on where either you or someone is possibly too attached to someone, where there's emotional dependency on someone in a way. And when that happens, the universe wants you to be aware of that kind of energy because, you're not allowing the other person to be themselves in some way. And you have to embrace individuality, so that we can be our own true selves to the highest degree. And when that's not happening, the universe is saying, it's a red flag. The universe is aware of itself. We are all part of it. So if we're not, addressing those things emotionally, this can come about. This can also come about where I was mentioning that third party situation that could be happening for some of you. This won't be with everybody, but this could be coming about, and you still could be holding on to those kind of hurts and not really wanting to kind of let this person go. Maybe you've caught them, say you caught them, or you've been caught in some way, and someone says, "Oh, that's it," and it kind of is a breakup, or you're filing for a divorce, or wanting a divorce, but you're still holding on to the person because you're afraid of being alone. You're afraid of losing them. So there's that holding on energetically, worrying at night, not sure what to think, how to process your emotions, not taking responsibility, being indecisive about your feelings and thoughts, okay? Not really sure of what other people are going to think about you, or the other person is feeling this way because they cheated or done something like that, or have been caught and they're trying to hide, and then it causes that breakup. The Tower and the 2 of Cups is in reverse there. So, this is possibly temporary. Sometimes this is reminiscent of unrequited love where, the chemistry or the attraction or the intellect, the conversations, and the mutual understanding between two people is not quite there, and it's a lack of building. Someone is not making a progress and continues to do the same thing over and over again, and someone needs to be aware of this kind of cycle so it can turn around. And then we are assessing things and then taking responsibility, looking in the mirror to see how we can change our own behavior and actions, and vice versa. The other person has to be aware of what they're doing, if this continues to happen, because this can be on and on. I've heard people that come to me, in private, but they let me know that, these situations that's going on for years. It's like sometimes they say 20 years or so, and they're not over a situation continuing to happen. So it's always up to us to make that change, not to allow, these things continue to go on. So it just depends on the person and the cycle that you are in, and you can always let go of that burden, by, changing the patterns of behaviors that you are giving into or allowing from another person to kind of reflect on you in some way, which could cause you to feel insecure. You don't have to feel like that way once you start to stand up and realize your self-worth. All right, so that's the advice. Allow whatever situation this is to happen, but allow yourself to, handle it in the best way that you can to try to rise above it. All right, so that is, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio in this situation. Not all, or Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, other signs as well, but those are kind of coming through there. All right, so that's that. So as the outcome, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords is there again, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse again, the 5 of Wands. Now you have the Knight of Wands as the clarifying card, and the 2 of Pentacles. So because of this, this fear, that letting go, you can kind of see the story there that was kind of saying, though, this breakup and split up has happened, and then now you're angry about a missed opportunity. Maybe you feel like you're going to miss out on this person kind of coming back, or because you've been in a stale situation or drama too long. Maybe you've been in a marriage or something that has not been, happy for you, and you like out of that. Maybe you feel like you're going to miss that opportunity to be with this other person, and I do feel like for a lot of you, there's like the juggling act, or you may be indecisive about commitment because there's always drama, there's always arguments, a fight, and maybe this does have to do with getting married or getting engaged in some way, but there are financial issues, blocking this, because you have that 10 of Pentacles in reverse again. So this could be around the home for sure. Some drama around the home with family or your romantic partner in some way because of sexual desires, or you're wanting to maybe move or relocate to a better, bigger place, or something that's more comfortable, to a neighborhood that you actually like. And so because maybe that neighborhood has drama in it, or that kind of thing that's going on, or the household, a lot of drama, and you don't want to be involved in that situation, always bickering over money, who pays for what, who's not paying enough, who has a job, who doesn't, in that constant juggling act. And maybe a lot of you, if you're a single parent, you have many different obligations with your kids, with your home, finances, school, friendships and things like that. And you're, kind of indecisive about how to time manage all of those different things that you are experiencing. So it's causing a lot of worry and a lot of strain within your mind, your heart, and your soul, because it looks like you are kind of depleted right now. But I do feel like a lot of you, we could be dealing with that Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The fire sign is showing up here in this reading. So this is the outcome. I do feel like a lot of you are needing to open up to opportunities if you've been kind of clinging on to that energy of hiding in the shell. Turn into a soft shell crab, allow another person to penetrate it in some way, and try to open up to these opportunities that are there. I feel like something is there for you to kind of, if you are single, if you are feeling like you can't work through your differences when it comes to this relationship and kind of move into higher ground in some way. But it does seem to be some kind of conflicts going on, especially with the Five of Wands. Fights, arguments, could be heavy, or just verbal disagreements as well with this Nine of Swords. So it just depends. All right, so that's the outcome energy. Could speak to you in different ways, but we do have some romance angels cards for you. And as I was shuffling the cards, 3 cards wanted to pop out. Now I usually do 2 for everyone, but as they wanted to pop out, these may be significant to you. So we do have a wedding. It says this situation involves marriage. So you could be getting married, or you've been proposed to, or there's some issues with finances when it comes to the wedding, in some way. And you may meet someone at a wedding, okay? Or some of you could be getting married in the future. That's the card kind of addressing that energy. And then we do have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Remember in the beginning that the energy where someone is coming in and you kind of allow that door to be open in some way, and it needed to be closed and shut and shielded. So, they couldn't get in, but then, they have the card of a release your ex. It says the time has come to clear your energy. So the card, I feel like it's important, with all of this here, is reconciliation. And that's the card I want to read to you, because I feel like it will guide you in a way to be aware of that energy if someone actually comes back, or whoever this person may be. All right, so it says here, this card indicates that an ex-lover may be re-entering your life. The first person you think of is likely who it will be. The purpose of this reconciliation is to achieve healing and closure with respect to your past. You will understand more about yourself and your relationship patterns more clearly. You'll also take responsibility for the role you played in the relationship's drama, which will free you from the tyranny of unforgiveness. Reconciliations are ultimately about taking care of unfinished business. This card could also possibly mean taking or making peace with a family member or a friend. Each relationship is a sacred learning experience, so be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. Ultimately, all healings help your love life and every other part of your world. All right. So I hope that these messages resonated with your situation in some way. They are general, but if you would like a private reading, you can always come to me via my Facebook page, or you can email me to set up something that's going to be specific for you. Much love and much light. I hope you have a fantastic month.